to be here with more. Gonna get some sweet alien maths. Hey, visitor. I am indeed here. Fear not. I just put out the tweet before I went through pee because good like that. What the fuck was I meant to be doing? There's those two. I've still not got the other DLC downloaded. I am a tit. I think that's fair to say. And UNC Marines. Was there anywhere in particular I was meant to go? Sorry, diplomacy. Oh yeah, I need to go back there. Go back to the Citadel, so let's do that. I wonder why I said exited host mode twice. I've got the auto hosting on that, that might be why. Oh, you love Mass Effect? Well, it's a solid RPG, I can't deny that. Can't deny that. Also, there aren't that many games where you can bang blue space bases, so yeah. Or lizard dudes, if that's your preference. Can't remember the name of the lizard dude in Mass Effect 2. I remember he was a Drell. I can't remember his name. But he was such a bland fucking character as far as I can tell. There were cool things about his species, but he sort of, oh, I'm an assassin who feels guilty about my past. Oh. That's basically his entire story. Oh, I'm glad that you're indulging in some member berries. Member? What? Remember when Captain Shepard killed the Reapers? Member? Sorry, I was watching South Park earlier. It's a joyous series. Okay, come on, let's exit the Normandy. Nah, Bro Squad. Oh, you'll be getting Andromeda. Fair. I'd at least want to see some of the gameplay before I get it, since
Equalizing interior
Mass Effect 2 and
with
3
exterior
did improve on the
atmosphere.
gameplay, but
Logged. The commanding
weird
officer is
shit
ashore.
started to happen.
Exo Presley has the deck.
Weird shit started to happen with BioWare around that time. Oh, go on. There we go. Magical lift. And you can teleport by interacting. It's fairly standard RPG in that regard, I suppose. Oh, thanks, loading screen.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle. Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-traumatic stress disorder.
Good. Is there anything else on that news story, or...? No, not any other news stories either. No, there's an entire galaxy of information, but it's just... Here's a passing reference of something that you did about 5 minutes ago in gameplay terms. Go for it. Dear God, these lifts take so long. There's not even awkward lift conversations anymore. Need to go to the embassies, don't I? Presidium. Embassies. Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me I've arrived here. It's not like I've recognised this area or anything. Hello, relaxed Turian. How are you feeling? Less relaxed, apparently. Not even leaning against the thing anymore. Oh yeah, in fairness to that Solarian, I feel uncomfortable with the humans that are standing that close to me as well. And I'm one of those mammal bastards. Mumbly mammal bastards, apparently, on this occasion. With my mumbly glands.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
Why not?
What have you got?
Booze.
Information, mostly.
Oh.
Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
Tell me about the horde
What is
I
she
shagged earlier.
The consort? She entertains... Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her. She's a very powerful woman.
Okay, so she's had a
So
lot
long,
of
Commander.
meat slung up
Have
her.
a
Fair
pleasant
enough.
day.
I suppose it's
Shepard?
a profession.
Did you find my sister?
Can't really judge for that. I found her.
Dahlia's dead, and I know she was blackmailing you.
So the truth comes out. I hope you're not angry. Surely you can understand why I lied to you. If people found out my sister was
Not
a
really.
criminal, I'd be considered a security risk.
Well,
They'd
you
revoke
might
my
be a.
clearance, or
yeah.
place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended.
That seems like a
That is
reasonable
why I
course of
misled
action
you.
to me.
I could not risk you exposing me.
Fuck
But
you.
now that Dahlia is out of the picture, it's no longer a problem.
Should have fucking told me.
I would have helped if you just told me the truth.
Bitch.
Perhaps you're right.
There.
I am sorry. We have trust issues in my family.
No shit.
Obviously.
Well
I
said,
shall
Rex.
transfer a
Very
little
well
something
said.
into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
How about you let me transfer something into your,
You're a diplomat on her way
well,
up the
you,
ranks.
not even your
It
bank
could be
account.
handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits, but I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred
And
client
again, I'm
list.
thinking
I
about
think
the
you'd be very
stuff
interested
that the
in what they
Quarians
have
apparently do to their
available.
spacesuits.
Goodbye, Shepard.
What is
It's
wrong
been a
with
pleasure
me?
doing business with you.
Yay! So you spoke to some woman. You spoke to some diplomat. Have a level. Yay! Massive shield boost. Does it decrease the cooldown? Recharge time a minute. No, it doesn't. Accuracy cost. What? That doesn't even make sense. Oh yeah, go down assault training. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, that should do. Bro Squad, out! Oh, and, didn't she give me a thing? Okay, well that's just better in every way. Why wouldn't you just switch to that? Tungsten, incendiary, blah blah blah. Weapon force, okay. Okay. Yeah, I need to scroll up and confirm, leave, blah 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 blah. Okay. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Just waiting patiently. There's another
Good
keeper
day,
somewhere I
Commander.
need to scan.
The human
Oh!
ambassadors.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
What a stupid place to put her! She's hidden by the pillars on both sides. That's why I just not interact. I just hadn't noticed she was there.
They're not used to seeing Krogan
fuck is wrong
walking
with
around up here.
Probably not, Rex. Maybe you should, add extra confusion, do it naked. Do everything naked. It's a good plan. Let's go to the wards. I think that I can speak to Emily Wong again if I go to the markets. I remember that there's a thing that I'm supposed to do for her. I think it's monitoring traffic. Which, sounds like an exhilarating mission, but there you go. I've already scanned that one, haven't I? Oh, it's Conrad again. Hey,
Commander,
Conrad.
I've been waiting for you to get back.
Dude, you're just creepy at
I've
this
got an
point.
idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
Well, I'm kind of busy, dude.
I've got a lot going on right now, but
Oh.
I can spare a moment.
Great! This'll just take a minute.
That's what she
With
said.
so many human colonies being attacked,
Yeah, sorry.
I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
What?
Why would you want to be a Spectre, Conrad?
I think that's...
Because I wanted to show the Council
I
what
think you should have
humanity
just gone
can
with the
do,
confused.
just like
What?
you. I'd
Never
make
mind.
a great Spectre.
Would you?
I want to be with you, fighting the good fight like you did on Elysium during the Skillian Blitz.
There's other fights.
I believe you, Conrad. But there's another fight
Let's
that
see
needs
if
you.
the game... Well,
What?
since there was
I
an
don't
issue with
understand.
importing
You know what keeps me going out here?
in the second one,
Knowing
where
that people
Conrad
back home are keeping humanity strong.
You
treats you as if you put a
You're
gun in his
right.
face, regardless of
I
what
just
happens.
got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help.
Which
I'll
was,
go home.
fun. They can't
Thanks
even
for
make the
setting me
importing
straight.
shit properly. It's... Ugh. Or it might be that it's saved weirdly with this bit, but yeah. No matter what, Conrad treats you as if you were a dick to him in the next game. Hey, you waddly Krogan bastard, how are you? Oh, No, Rick's just skipping along there quite merrily. Okay, not at all fucking weird. It's a BDSM solarium. Where the hell is Miss Wong? Is she even around? Ooh. Oh, I've already scanned you. I got excited for a moment. Do you really... I ran down a corridor. Do you really need to load again? Is it going to tell me that it needs to load those? No, that's good. That's relief. I remember this Terra Nova group of campaigners somewhere as well at some stage. Maybe I need to do another mission.
First time I was here, I dropped a bundle in the casino. Got so mad I put my fist through one of the machines.
Good story, Rex. Good story. Nice to know that, you know, you're emotionally balanced. View of Nebula. It's a nebula. Not much more to say. Oh, hello.
I need those supplies for my clinic. I can't.
You can and you will.
Didn't even know I could speak to her again.
Secret for long. Don't
Okay.
disappoint me, Doctor.
Oh, Commander Shepard. I didn't see you come in.
Every time I come in here, I
It's
see
Ned.
someone threatening
Oh.
you. Who was that?
Someone from my past. I can take care of it.
I can take care of it.
I might be able to help you.
Slightly French
I
accent,
was
no?
fired by my previous employer for giving out free medical supplies to clinics like this. They never filed any charges. They just wanted me to leave without any fuss. But somebody must... I
Good
have
times.
to give them what they want. If the board finds out about my past, I could lose my license.
I'll do it,
Maybe
why
I can
not?
get you out of this. Tell me what
I
they
have
want.
to give some of my medical supplies to
I mean,
a merchant
you know,
in the
Shepard needs to go to the
markets.
clinic
They expect
quite a
delivery
bit.
today.
Yeah, I'll
Give me your contact's name. I'll
Deal
deal
with him, but won't they expose my past?
I'll make sure they don't tell anyone.
I was
Okay,
told
for
to
the
speak
nice
with a
choice, that was a
merchant
bit
named
fucking sinister.
Morlan, down in the markets. I really appreciate this, Commander. Thank you.
I need
Let me
supplies.
take a look at what you
Of
have.
course.
Of course. Oh, it's just medical shit. Not really surprising. Just, you know, I'm just going to take you by the job, don't worry.
The wards are too crowded, but I never have any problem. Everybody gives me plenty of space.
Good for you, Rex. Good for you. Market's insurer's dead. Oh, there we go.
This isn't a proof of purchase.
It's a bank statement.
Oh, it's these
I
guys.
bought something from you when I bought it.
Well, thank you for buying from me, but this still doesn't prove that you purchased that item from the store.
But I didn't buy anything else here.
How do I know that? If you don't have the proof of purchase, I can't help.
He's got a bank. Oh,
Sorry.
you poor bastard. I think we've all been in a similar situation to that when customer service people have been dicks for no particular reason. Ah, Dell passing me between
Hello
various.
there. Welcome to
Yeah.
Moreland's famous shop.
They sent
You
me
want
back
many
between
good
hardware and
supplies,
software
yes?
because they both thought it was the other one's problem. They're wankers. Anyway, little burst of rage. Oh
You
well.
were expecting a delivery of medical supplies?
Hey
But I
man,
was
I heard
told
you
the
got
doctor would be
drugs.
bringing them.
Change of plans.
A change, but the doctor, I don't. This is not right, human.
Shut up, Moreland. I told Baines you'd screw this up. What the hell's going on here?
This is going well.
Who are you?
Leave the
Worst
doctor alone.
nightmare. Yeah, yeah, I'm
We
just gonna
can
go with
end
that. Be
this if
nice.
you just bring me those supplies. Otherwise, I'll start telling people about the doctor's little secret.
Yeah, reconsider.
You're shutting down a medical clinic. What if someone needs treatment? What if you need treatment?
Hey, hold on. I'm just the middleman here. This is way more than I bargained for.
Okay,
Thank you, human.
that situation
It is good to
seems
see him humbled
fairly
so.
readily resolved.
What do you know about Baines?
I have never met him, human. I only worked with the one who spoke with the doctor.
Goodbye.
The one who spoke with the doctor.
Yes, all right then. Good tidings to you, human.
Okay, so let's tell Michelle. Is it just me, or is there something weird about the way Shepard was running there? Yeah, he's just sort of bending over to the right for some reason. No idea why. Whee! Through the door. And yep, loading screen. Thanks, game. That's what I wanted. I wonder why it has so many loading screens in this area. Oh, it's okay, physics. Oh, you're working. You've got a car design in Forza. Oh, okay. I've never played any of those games. I've heard good things about them, but racers are never
Commander,
really my thing.
How did things go?
As expected, I think.
He won't be bothering you anymore.
Really? That's a great relief, Commander. Thank you.
I've just
I
remembered
can't
the
pay you for
Americans
your
call
help,
hand
but
cream
I can
hand
give you a
relief.
discount on any supplies you purchase here.
Ah, God, why?
The thug said he worked for a man named Baines. Sound familiar?
Baines? I wonder if he means
was he
Armiston
raised by the
Baines.
darkness by
we
any
worked
chance?
together a long time ago.
Does he speak like this?
What can you tell me about him?
Last I heard, the Alliance military
Commander
was
Shepard.
contracting him for some research in the Traverse.
We should follow up with Captain Anderson.
Good
We'll
idea.
see what the captain can tell us.
I wish I could tell you more. Is there anything else I can help you with, Commander?
Let me take a look at what you
Of
have
course.
to say.
Of course. I'm to speak to Anderson then. That's probably why the rapid transport's there. Specifically for this reason. Embassies. Just have Shepard staring blankly at the screen for a little bit. Which I suppose means that I've got something in common with him. Good times. Okay. Fuck. Oh yeah, and
Welcome to on the far end.
Goodbye, Athena.
Goodbye, and thank you for visiting. Please enjoy.
Can't even shoot the hologram. You can shoot your squad mates as much as you like, that's fine. But don't shoot Athena. No, that's just too far. Yeah, just I don't know why, but this game feels like you've got a complete lack of nav manual. Point 7.4. Okay. Yeah, you've just leveled up from reading a manual. Is that what they're going to do to encourage? Well, they've gotten rid of paper manuals, which is a shame.
I heard what happened under the Artemis Tau cluster. The Council wasn't too happy about the destruction of those Prothean ruins.
This isn't a game.
That really surprising.
Shepard's out there trying to stop Saren from destroying the galaxy.
I know. Just try to be a little more careful. The Council's watching you.
Ah, you feel that the Horizon series is Krieg. Fair enough. Never spent any time designing cars though. Yeah, fair enough. No, I didn't think racing was so... Oh, fair enough. Well, you know, you've got into it. I just haven't found one that really has. I mean, the closest thing I've got is sort of the races in GTA, and that's just because of the Mayhem. I'll go into it a bit more after...
What do you know about Armiston Baines?
Him about
Where
Baines.
did you hear that name? Never mind, I don't want to know. Baines is dead. Has been for quite some time.
Are you
the
sure?
People I spoke with seemed to think he was still alive.
It's not common knowledge. Military is keeping it under wraps. Baines was doing some high-level work.
Yeah, for some
the
reason
Alliance.
Anderson falls really
Stuff
into
even
the
I wasn't
uncanny
aware.
valley.
One day he
Don't know
turns
why.
up dead on a drifting scout ship. Everyone suspects it was foul play, but it was never officially investigated.
Scout
what
ship?
can you tell me about the ship?
I don't know much about it. You should talk to Admiral Kahoku. One of his crews discovered Baines' body.
Yeah, I think I met him.
I spoke to Kahoku. He never brought it up.
Kahoku.
You should mention Baines the next time you see him. See if he'll tell you anything.
Okay.
Is there anything else, Commander?
that's fine.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need me.
Yeah, but yeah, GTA. I had some great fun in the races. There was one where it just sort of embodied police brutality in such a beautiful fucking way. We were on dirt bikes on sort of a circuit in the middle of Los Santos, and I need to speak to Koaka, don't I? So yeah, it was in the middle of Los Santos, and the person had decided to leave the traffic on and it was just beautiful. I just went around a corner, and a police car had just come from the other side at the same time, and they were driving badly, so they weren't on the right side of the road. But I was on a dirt bike, so fuck it, whatever. But yeah, there was a head-on collision, and I ended up just sort of sprawled on the bonnet of the car. And because I hit a police car, even though they hit me and I was vulnerable, I had 2 wanted stars, which means that the police were just angry enough with me to want to kill me off. So there I was, just sprawled on the front of the car, just kind of fucked, and these 2 policemen just come out and start fucking shooting me. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Yes. Now, where was I? Unusual readings. No. Stuff about Baines. I need to speak to Koaka. Is Presidium Citadel Tower. And yeah, GTA is just wonderfully troll-like. I had just so much happens with people just trying to fuck you up for no particular reason as you go through the city. So one of my friends and I, we had great fun where we, well, people would use the rocket launchers and just spam them, and this was just after one of the 4th of July events.
No, I'm waiting
so
to speak with one of the
we all had,
assistants.
so they were flintlock muskets, and what we'd do if we were particularly pissed off at someone was we'd sort of hunt them across the city and shoot them with a muzzle-loaded musket. It was
Any word on my missing men?
Oh, it was great fun.
I'm not sure how to tell you this,
But,
Admiral.
I had so
The men
many
were killed
wonderful
by a
occasions
Thresher
as well with just being attacked by people. I was testing out a push bike that
My
I
men
just
wouldn't
bought,
just stumble
you know,
into a Thresher
see what it
nest,
was like.
not the entire unit.
And I was thinking, hey, there's on the minimap, there's someone lurking just outside my house. I wonder what's going on. So
somebody lured them there.
you know, I
with an
got off my
Alliance
bike,
distress beacon.
creeped
Placed it
around the
perfectly
side
so
of the
they'd land
building
right beside
because it was a
the
nice
Thresher
long nice long road, so
Had a bad feeling
I could
about
get a
this
nice
ever
clear
since my
view.
team
And so
disappeared.
I sought cover
Alliance
behind a
beacon
building
used
and
as
sneaked
bait.
along
My
and
unit
peered around the
wiped
corner.
out, nobody
And
seems to know
someone had
anything
parked a
about it.
tank
Commander, I
outside the apartment
appreciate what you
complex
did.
and was
Now I
clearly
need to do
preparing
my
to
part.
shoot me.
The families of
fun,
those
fun
Marines
times.
deserve to know why they died.
Gonna help.
Anything you need from me?
Not right now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I find something out.
And I remember being chased across the city and stuff. Oh shit, did I not ask him about Baines? Shit, I forgot to ask him about Baines. Shit. Oh well, it's hardly going to be an important quest, is it? Oh, I hadn't done anything to piss off that person. They just had a tank. They just had a tank. I hadn't done anything. I had never encountered this person online before. Oh, it was beautiful. Wards locations. Where is it? CSEC. Why did I have to spin around the entire thing to just go to CSEC? Whatever. I thought that was Garrus for a second. Clearly I'm racist thinking Turians look alike. To the docking bay. So that's what these 3 are doing. Just, you know, docking with one another. God, that's a horrifying mental image. I really shouldn't have done that. And yeah,
Must be hard
that
for
was
you,
an unflattering
Garrus,
angle.
knowing that the
Shepard just
person
there.
behind all this death and destruction is a Turian Spectre.
That really follows.
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of Turians everywhere.
Glad to hear it. I was losing sleep over the prospect of people not loving the Turians.
Why are all Turians being held accountable for what one of them's been doing? Maybe this was the start of the weirdness. We just never noticed it before. Anyway, yes, going to try to stay away from that particular topic for now. Yes. Escape. Fuck, where do I want to? Yeah, I'll speak to them on the ship again, so they might have new stuff to say. Since there's only a couple of things.
Stand by.
Well,
shore
there's
party.
an important thing happening in a few
Decontamination
missions,
in
and there's only a
progress.
few ways of dealing with it. But yeah. Oh, and yeah, you can just stand over here and completely avoid the decontamination stuff.
Decontamination in progress.
But yeah, Rex has a rather important movement.
Logged.
on a
The
later
commanding
mission.
officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
Okay, so Presley's gone to the loo. Good to know. Except, no, he's... God, I hope he's not relieving himself there. Oh, there you are. I was wondering where the garden there was, but now I know. Okay. There we go. Yep, just teleport forwards a couple of feet, it's fine. Why does he have a utility belt, I wonder? Just let it load. There we go. Hey Rex.
What do you want, Shepard?
Personal inquiry.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Yep.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
Interesting.
What
really?
happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas.
Oh, yeah,
He
this
wanted to
storyline.
continue the war. He wanted us to fight.
Rex has a fun
Turians,
backstory.
Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What about
did
you?
you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up. To stop his
Reasonable
ranting.
request.
I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding. At least for one
Good
generation.
times.
And for a while,
Shepard's all about
we
that.
were getting
Yeah,
through.
focus on the breeding.
Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
And you went?
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Yep, just drops it in there.
Jared was your
By the
father?
way, it was my daddy.
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped
Not the
with
best
my
of
life,
times.
but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
So
I
long,
see.
Rex.
Shepard.
Shepard. Does he say anything about his
Shepard,
family?
You must have family other than your father.
you trying to make me cry, Shepard?
Did Krogan even have tear ducts?
I've got some unfinished business with my family.
Really?
That's all.
How about
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father.
considering the size of Krogan clutches and
I
stuff,
swore
would
to
they even
recover my
have
family's
real
battle
social
armor.
interactions
It
with
was
each other
taken
already?
from him after the uprising.
Where is it?
Who has it?
Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war.
Oh, I wonder why.
Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded.
I'll look for it.
I
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find
So long, Rex.
Shepard. Hello.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
So, Ash, do you
Tell
want me
you didn't hear
to
that.
bend you over that communication system?
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now.
With my goo!
One of my sisters.
Yeah, sorry about
That's
that.
Sarah, the
Needs to be
youngest.
said. Definitely.
Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
Liara. Why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
Zoe.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her?
There's
Course,
just no
it
winning, is
could
there?
be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. What's up? You didn't come by to
Yes,
eavesdrop.
Shepard's penis is the pinnacle of galactic diplomacy. I want that embedded on my tombstone. My penis is the pinnacle of galactic diplomacy. Yes, it's glorious. Yeah, tell me about your family.
Seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so
Tell
much, I
Shepard
had help
more.
raise them.
Did you shower together? Hmm?
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class.
Bad
He was
times.
real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in
Oh, it's a
planetary
cruise,
geology.
definitely.
She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more
Okay.
than one sister?
You sound bitter
Sounds
about
like
that.
a big
for some
family.
reason.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Poor bastard.
Where did you grow up?
Oh, you finished it.
All over.
Made a German flag.
We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished
Are we
grade school.
speaking modern
You go
German
where
Federal
personnel
Republic?
command sends you, right?
Or
I guess that's why I'm so
Second
tight with my
Reich? We
sisters.
could be speaking Holy
We have to
Roman
leave
Empire
all our
here.
friends every 2 or 3 years.
Let's hope it's not certain flags used by the Third Reich. Let's just do that. You raised your
After
sisters?
helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you?
Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Tell me about it. I need something to think about when I'm alone later.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
No means no! What a
Where
thing
were
to
you when this
throw
was
in.
going on?
No means
I
no,
was
and boys
on
will be
active
boys.
duty.
Okay, then.
Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog.
Oh, okay, it's just
Same cluster,
yeah,
but
full
a dozen
modern
Hellwire
German
away.
Federal Republic colors.
Close
Fair
enough to talk
Makes sense.
regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
No means
If
no.
you really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
At least Ash understands to a
Mike
degree.
thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the
Don't
deed.
know what you want to do.
She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad
Whoa,
had us
whoa,
all
whoa!
on a
We need
self-defense.
some more
I took
of the
emergency leave and
story
left Sarah to school for a few
in
days.
between that. I mean, so it's my. Yeah.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Okay, we're just gonna skip over this, where
Didn't like it.
a girl just beat up her slightly pushy boyfriend, and we don't know why.
Abby decided to use a sword. She always
Sort
was
of,
a little weird.
let's go on a romantic
skirts
walk
and
in the
tops
woods,
you have to tie her
darling.
into.
I would like to be
It
physically
leads to a
intimate with
figure,
you. I have taken a branch to the face. Thanks for the eye splinters, just what I wanted.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
Dedicated.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy.
But you've not said what he did!
Him in half. But Sarah gave me this look, this let me
Yeah,
handle
eye
it,
splinters,
I need to
pretty
do this
much.
alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Impressive.
That's unbelievable.
I think.
Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was going to end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying.
This is again, so we don't know what Mike is supposed to have done in the woods.
Commander. We do things when we're ready, not before, not
Yeah,
after.
yeah. So we don't know what happened in the woods. For all we know, Mike is basically a battered boyfriend, and he's just apologising. It's just, I'm sorry, I'm not good enough to not get hit. I know you only do it because you love me. It's.
Your sister's something else.
I know what the implication is, but you need more information to sort of understand what the fuck is going on. So they're missing out key information.
Under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone.
Okay.
For always
You're just gonna
roaming
keep.
with the hungry
Yeah,
heart,
she's gonna keep
much
reciting
have I
poetry
seen
at
and
me.
known. Cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
What's this crap? You read poetry?
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff.
Yeah,
Just
no,
don't
I'll
spread it around.
drill you between the cheeks.
Ulysses
And
was my dad's favorite
about
poem.
6 inches,
Every
if you
time
know what
he
I
shipped
mean.
out, he recorded me reading it.
Yeah.
He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
Okay.
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home.
Oh, okay.
Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching though. So behave.
Flirty bitch.
You mean from...
So
wherever
behave.
we go
Oh,
after
okay,
death?
so,
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
are you a fanatic? Keep it to yourself. I do. So is this just the I want to fuck you button? I will say whatever. Just, no, my
Your
place.
beliefs are your business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
Just my commanding officer, huh? We'll have to see about that.
What are
Oh.
you saying, Williams?
Me?
She
I'm not
wants to
saying
touch
anything,
my
Skipper. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to
penis.
take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion on the last
Not
mission?
sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom
Your
not...
family's
Not
state.
everyone's as close to their family as you
Yeah,
are.
that's true. It's funny, I never really thought about it. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands...
Goodbye.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
I know what else you're looking forward to. Bow, 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 bow.
Commander, good to see you.
Just going around asking everyone personal questions. So,
You've been with CSEC a while?
do
Have you
Turians
seen
have
much
pubes?
action?
Well, not as much as you.
I'd imagine not. They're not
I've
mammalian.
seen some interesting things.
Anything
I
specific?
bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I
Why does he
remember
sound
the
so angry when he
Solarian
said that?
geneticist I was sent to
Anything,
investigate.
anything interesting I should know?
Case was a bit disturbing.
How so?
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Really? Is this common?
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up.
It was an Elcor doing it.
Panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
Oh yes, Panicsley. Oh no, you seem to have caught me. This is not what it looks like. Deceitfully, honestly, I can explain.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Okay, I more or less remember this dialogue, but if there is a button that says Krogan testicles, you have to click the button that says Krogan testicles. It is the law.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
I like the way that it's through this little bit of dialogue that you learn. Ah! Krogans have 4 bollocks. Good times.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Interviewing?
You mean threaten? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off.
Fucking hell. Very much an ends justify the means kind of guy, aren't you?
We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
That's sick.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Yeah, there were much better ways of doing it.
Their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes
they're not
wouldn't grow properly. So
oh, fair enough. This is where it goes wrong.
Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
Yeah. But before that, I mean, it's a bit ethically grey, but I wouldn't have.
I hope he got what he deserved.
But yeah, with the whole leaving in the screwed up organs, it's kind of fucked up. Don't tell me that.
Why not?
Spoilers.
What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out,
okay,
the ship was already leaving.
When Gareth said blew his lab, I know he means destroyed the laboratory, but a horrifying image flashed through my head of him and a variety of dog.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
Yeah.
Well, it's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
You're wrong.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is.
Can't demonstrate that and bring down the sky. Yeah,
maybe you're right.
You do what you can to avoid civilian casualties.
Just wish I could have stopped him.
Unfortunately, they sometimes happen, but you do what you can to try to cut down.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Give it to me.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
You seem happy.
Good to
This
see
is
you
concerning.
smiling again, so to speak.
Ho 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 ho
I'm
ho!
sleeping much better now.
Fucking
I guess
hell,
I'm getting
Shepard.
used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Theron's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Yeah, you will.
We've still got a long
You
way
could
to go.
bring back a
I'll find
large
something to
sample of
take
human DNA if you
Yes,
wish.
but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage.
Apparently they
It has to
decided,
be more than
humans are
that.
really
There's a
genetically
lot
diverse in
expected of them.
comparison to the other sentient species in Mass Effect 2, which completely ignores human biology because we are a worryingly homogeneous species and it looks like we're horribly inbred due to a population bottleneck. But whatever, fucking whatever.
What's so special about you?
It's my father.
I went
He's
from
the
a
senior
seaman
member of
joke
the
to a
Autopsy
rant.
Board.
What the fuck is wrong
He's
with
one
you?
of only 5 people who
Ugh.
can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Yeah, you're space
So are you
royalty.
some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve
There's clearly a
on the
joke in
Admiralty
there
Board
about
myself.
things being
Officially,
hereditary
I'm
in
just the
certain
same as any other
positions. Though.
citizen, but it doesn't
I'll
work
work
that
on
way
it.
in practice.
I'll get there eventually.
People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
Preferential?
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
In what way?
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something.
In that
great
case,
on
I
my
suppose
Something
if your
that will forever
father's a
change
meth
our
head or
lives for the
something,
better.
you're kind of set as acquiring some.
If I
You
don't,
did
it's
so
like I
much
failed,
better than your
and that
dad.
reflects
Fucking
badly
well
on both
done.
me and my father.
What have you saved the galaxy?
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
I don't have time for this. Just
What would you need to
What's
bring
the
back
answer?
to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren.
I'll do what I
Then-
can.
I should go.
See you later.
Okay, so that's a bunch of personal missions set up. Let's chat to Liara and then I'll put a break in the stream. Ah. That's the way to Liara. There we go. Oh, hey, Caden. May as well have a quick chat with him. If the game knows. There we go. Good game. Good game. Yeah, just wipe your forehead a bit, why not? Fuck, he's creepy when he just stares at you like that.
Anything you need, Commander? Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
Good.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2
Can't you retrofit?
Ever thought about going back under the knife? Maybe get an
Back
upgrade?
under the knife.
No thanks, Commander. One slip and you can't remember your own name. The
Fair
L2
point.
spike higher anyway. My abilities would drop with pain-free L3s. And it'd be a cold day before I turn myself over to a Canadic subsidiary.
I haven't
Still
heard
around?
anything about Canadics in a while.
Yeah, who the
Yeah,
fuck?
they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Canadics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Canadics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
The
Experts?
only experts would have to be aliens.
It'd have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Canadics kept it a secret. They
Okay.
were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
You mean a border
The
scuffle?
Asari would have been more acceptable
It's hardly
than
a
the
war.
Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Oh, it's mercenaries. That
Is
makes
there
it
some
so much
reason
better.
We couldn't learn it on our own.
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
Yeah, I'm sure they meant well.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Canadics did what they thought was best.
Yeah,
It
probably
wasn't
not.
best for us.
Just,
They brought in
just
an
trying to make
ex-military
money,
Turian
most likely.
named
That
Commander
is what
Vernus.
companies are built for.
A
Can't
real
hold
hard
against.
ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Did it work?
You're a hell of a biotic, though. You must have done something right.
Well, I got to where I am because I took initiative. Good or bad, I own that. Pretty much despite Canadics. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to
Goodbye.
make history.
We'll talk another time.
By the way, given Shepard's activities, I do think that personal input should be used. Hey Liara, apparently Ash knows that I want to bend you over that table. So why don't I
get
bend
the
you over that
feeling you
table?
want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me more about you.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and
Bow,
making
bow,
a fool of
bow,
myself in the process.
bow, bow,
As I said, I am not
bow.
used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
High-strung? Okay.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species.
Oh, well.
After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable
okay.
determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
And this is why we should rule the galaxy.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest
Well,
of
you
the
know, everyone's
galaxy sees
intimidated of
humanity
you,
as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want.
Humanity.
It is
Fuck
up to
yeah.
people like you to
Genocide
change their
mining.
minds,
Genocide
Shepard.
mining.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a
Try
reason the
again.
Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what
Hey
humanity
Liara,
has
do you
to
want
offer.
something special
I looked
in
into
you?
your history. I know what you did
Yep,
during the
okay.
Blitz. It was a remarkable
Just wondering how many
display
penis
of
jokes
courage
I
and
can make in
heroism.
one episode. I'm at what? 30, 40 this one? It's not bad.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I wouldn't mind going behind Liara's back. There
I
we go.
apologize,
That's
Commander.
33.
After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Yeah, your voice acting's a bit off, but you're clearly flirting with me, so whatever.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that.
Bada
You
bada
intrigue me, Shepard,
bow.
but I was not sure if it
bow,
was
bada bada
appropriate
bow.
to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
It's nuts.
Williams and I are just friends, nothing more.
I'm just going to tell them both nothing's
My
going
mistake,
on.
then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I
Humans
thought.
aren't adept at understanding human
But what about us,
relationships.
Shepard?
What fucking chance
Is
does
there
she
a
have?
mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
I have my penis.
No, you were right. There is
Better
something
be
between us.
bow, bow,
I knew
better
it,
be bow.
and I knew you felt it too.
Just gonna bang
But
the
does
alien?
this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you?
Because you want to wrap yourself
We have
around
only
me.
known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
We have one thing in common. Our genitals are compatible.
These things never make sense. They just happen, and we get swept up in the storm.
Why is he so fucking dramatic?
Chaotic. So
So,
dangerous.
I want to bang the scientist on my crew, so, danger, danger. I'll protect
I'll
you
keep you safe.
with my
I am not
penis.
looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
It's a lot to handle.
Take all the time you need.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's...
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Now let's try to speak to Ash again. I know that I was saying that I was going to end the episode after that, but can I bang them both? I don't think I can, but god damn it, Shepard's gonna try. For the poon! Oh, there's writing on the door, I never noticed that. TLX008 WXM80. Doubt it means anything, but oh well. Why do you have to load after I've run, what, 5 meters? It's ridiculous, game. Sort yourself out.
Commander?
How are we doing?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's.
Not
too bad. Looking
Okay.
forward to it, Skipper.
Skipper. I do like the way that one of the options is you're an alien. So yeah, but you know that's totally Shepard's thing. Why would he object to that? I mean, he is Captain Kirk. It's the entire point of this character. For fuck's sake. Just let me get to the galaxy screen. Ah. There we go. Okay, I am just going to take a quick break here. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I hope you've enjoyed the Galactic Poon Houndery. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and bye for now.